solution of exam advanced data analysis, January 2018. This is the part only on R. I'm doing it on a Mac to show you how to do it on the Mac for the Mac users. Well, I obviously decided to use VMware Horizon Client. If you're using the R installed on your own Mac, then you will need to access the local network disk and download the files appropriately. If you're using this one instead, maybe it's not so user-friendly sometimes, but at least you're working directly on the university computer. So I could click on Windows Labs and then from there starts R, or I can click directly on R. Well, you for sure have trained a lot, so you know which one is better for your Mac. Okay, this launches directly R, and especially it launches directly R inside the university computers, which means that I will be able to access immediately the local university disk. Okay, this is R. Obviously, I move away. Can I move away this thing? Yes. Okay. Packages, load package. R command. Let's start it. Takes a while. Oh, the useless graphics which always opens up. I close it. Now I lost our commander. It's where is our commander? No, I lost it. Can't be. Here. Okay, I enlarge it as much as I can. I change the working directory and I change it to the exam directory. So here I have to digit //. Unfortunately, at least on my Mac there is no backslash. So the only thing I have to do is I retrieve the backslash from here. Okay, now I have the // ubz01 fst. Okay, courses, exam Coletti. Okay, you will find here a long list of names, take yours. Okay, I set this as working directory. Okay, so now I load the data. The data set is fuels. It's a data set we have already used. So load data set. Okay. Since this is my working directory, can you see that this Windows setting doesn't have the extension activated, which is very annoying. However, this is the data set fuels. Open. Okay, let's take a look at it. Even though with 76,000 rows it may be big. Okay, now I close it. Now I have to go back to our commander, which may be annoying. Okay, let's start. I have to open also Word. Where is Word? Word is here. If you are inside Windows, it's even better because you open Word and the Word file. You open the application. No, it's not true. Okay. No. Okay. So describe numerically and comment the relation between type and is self factor. Suppose it is type which can influence is self factor. So here. So describe numerically. They are both nominal variables, so the contingency table. So I put is self factor here, type here. Well, I start with raw percentages. We'll see then whether they make sense. Chi-square test of independence. No. Okay, this is the relation. Copy. Where is my word? Lost. Okay, let's put it in the other window. I put it in the other desktop, so I have here Word. Let's make it larger. Okay, Ctrl V. Okay, so we can observe that among all the totality of self-service pump, 81% are on main road, and among all the total of non-self-service pumps, 83% are on main road. This is how each self-factor influences the road type, but if you look, I asked vice versa, so I would prefer, even though if you comment correctly, it's not a big mistake. However, I would prefer, where is R here, that you do the vice versa. May I say bad words on that? Oh, finally. Ach. Oh, command. Oh. Okay, so I have to ask for the other one. So, the column percentages. Okay. Zapete. Copy. Paste. Okay, so among all the pumps located on highway, 47.9% are self, while pumps located on main roads, 49.5% are self. So it seems while for other roads, 45.6%. It seems that there is a prevalence, for self-service pumps on main roads. Okay. Save just in case I lose it. It's asking me something. Okay, where do you want to save? On my desktop, please. Frequency table, exam, save. Okay. No, I don't want to check now during the video. Is it possible? Okay. I have commented it and done. Now, build and comment an appropriate graphical representation for variables price, latitude, and type. So, price, latitude, and type are two scale and one nominal. So, graphs. An appropriate graph could be, for example, the scatter plot by groups. So, price, latitude, plot by groups, type. Okay, oh, wait. Plot lines by group is not necessary. I check here in the options, everything is switched off, fine. Okay, and this wonderful scatter plot, when it will arrive, oh, can you see? It's not correct, it's not by groups. So let's redo it. Price, latitude, plot by group. Plot by groups in the meantime has gone away. Okay. Okay, now there are the three groups. It's 77,000, so right click, copy as bitmap, and before it vanishes, okay, scatter plot by groups, we can clearly see three levels of price. I don't ask you to write this comment because you may not know, but they clearly correspond to gasoline, diesel, which costs slightly less, and liquid gas, which costs much less. We can see several wrong data, 0 or 3 price, 0 or 3, few outliers. Okay, well, let's see, there are outliers for latitude. Well, if you can see, there are 4 outliers for latitude. 4 outliers have a small but believable latitude. And since this data correspond to the Italian petrol stations, guess where are the 4 outliers which have a latitude of only 36? Probably petrol stations in Lampedusa or some other islands. Lampedusa. Okay. You're not required to know, obviously, that the latitude of Lampedusa is 36. However, it's the only Italian island so far down. And probably the one in Bolzano are more or less here. Okay. Save before losing everything. Test whether the average price depends on is self factor. Well, this is clearly student test for 2 groups. There is no doubt here. So let's write here student test for 2 groups. H0 average price for self is equal to average price for non-self. H1 average price for self is different from average price for non-self on population. Let's write here also on population, because here we are talking about a statistical test. Now, okay, let's see. Is it possible to reach our command? I have to click 3 times every time. Statistics means independent sample t-test. Is self-factor is already suggested. Price, it's a two-sided, fine. Okay, the test is here. Copy. Now, I don't throw all the tests just to show the professors that I am not able to understand what it's about. I just write what is necessary. So sample estimate 1.42 or 1.44. So the no seems to cost a little less on average. Okay, significance is equal to, is very small, much smaller than 5%, which means that we reject, which means that average price for self is different from average price for non-self on population. Copy and paste. I don't even rewrite it. Save. Now it's not over. After having done the test, if there are any prerequisites, check them with a test. Well, you know very well that there is the prerequisite that the variable must be normally distributed group by group. Okay, so we have to test it. How to test it? Well, first of all, I have to split the sample. First, I have to test with a group of self and then with a group of non-self. So let's remove this one. Is there a fast way to switch to the commander without clicking 100 times? Okay. In order to subset, I would like to look at the variables. You will have the code book obviously under your eyes. So I have the is self, which is 1 or 0, or I can use the is self factor, which is yes or no. Use whatever you want to split it. They are perfectly equivalent. I will use is self because it's easier to write is self equal 1 and is self equal 0. So data, active data set, subset. The rule is, let me write it correctly, is self equal 1, and the name of the dataset is fuels self. Okay, now I have only the self ones. You can see the half of the rows, and now I test the normality. Let me remind where. Oh, here, test of normality. We use the Kolmogorov-Smirnov price Okay. There's also the test by groups. Maybe it's better. Okay, let's do it on one that and on the other one. Okay. Okay, so prerequisite price must be normally distributed for a self and for non-self. Okay, let's do the Kolmogorov-Smirnov. The assumption H0 price is normally, okay, so we restrict sample to self. Price is normally distributed. H1 price is not normally distributed. Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, sig much smaller than 5%, we reject. Price is not normally distributed, which means prerequisite do not hold. Okay, let's do the other one. I do the other one just to show you how can you do it. Okay, so I have to go back to the original data set first. Then I had to change subset again. Subset expression is self equal 0. Fuels no self. Okay, and then I have to repeat the previous test. Look, I am so lazy that no, because there is the data set written here. I will repeat the, where is it? Summaries. Test of normality. Price. Lily Formos. Okay. Hop. I literally copy this part, restrict sample to non-self, and I copy also the conclusion because it's the same. Okay, so exercise done. Create a new variable province true, which is equal to here for province values equal to bz and tn, to close blah blah blah, and to far for blah blah blah. It's clearly a recode. Okay. Data, manage variables in the active data set, recode. So, province, new name, province2, the recoding directive bz, comma, tn equal here. Remember all the quotations, bl, comma, vr, comma, so equal close, and else without quotation equal far. Okay, I copy the recording directive now in the computer memory. Control C, because okay, you never know. Now I press OK. Fine. Let me see it at least with ls.str. I don't want to click on view because 70. Oh, I committed a big mistake now. Can you see? I am still working on the previous data set. So I have to go back to the original data set. Okay. And now I have to create the variable them. No, now you see a good reason why you should copy all the long things. Province 2. Okay, Oh, now let's see the structure. Okay, I need a structure of fuels, not fuel self. Okay, fuels has province 2, close, far. Okay, seems believable. If you want to check that some BZ are close and some VR are, some BZ are here, but I trust it. Let's take it, so to convince the professors that I really did it. Okay. Now, as usual, our commander disappears. It's very, very annoying. Our commander. Okay. Now, create a new variable price2 equal to logarithm of price multiplied by 1 blah blah blah. Well, you can use compute, but if you want you can write it directly. Fuels directly dollar price2 equal arrow log fuels dollar price multiplied by 1 plus fuels dollar. By the way, here this is not a dollar. Oh, I zoom. Fuels dollar is self by 0.05 close. Okay, I will say it's correct. I now submit. Let me see if it states that there are any error. Dataset has 13 columns. Okay, if you check with view, it wouldn't let you view it because it's not produced by our commander, so our commander does know. But with ls_str, you can see price2 is here. Okay, let's copy and paste the command for the professor. And again. Okay. Okay, import dataset exc for Excel file import me.xls. So data, import data from Excel. Exc. Well, let's hope. I have to look at it before. It will be a good idea. Let's try to import it without look. And this is also a good idea, a good reason why it's better that you launch the entire Windows. Okay. Otherwise, now I can't look at it because I have only R variable. But let's try to import it like this. Let's see whether the professor has been kind. Let me look at it. Well, yes, the professor was kind to put the labels on the first row. Yes, seems correct. Let's ask for its structure of exc. Yes. Fine. So just to convince the professor that I did it, copy. Okay, save this Word file. I close Word. Okay. Now I go back to our commander. I save the script. Where is this? File, save script as. Okay, the script is to be saved as exam.r. You don't need to type .r. Okay. Okay, I saved the output also. It's not strictly necessary to save all this, but if I don't find something, it will be saved automatically as .txt. Here, what is this mess? Let me. Okay. And this, I just write exam. The extension should arrive automatically. Okay. Something else at the workspace file, save our workspace as fuels.rdata. It already exists. Do you want to replace? Yes. And now I'm finished. I have to save also the Word file. No. Okay. Where is my Word file? My Word file is here. I have to launch the VPN because I'm not at university right now. Sorry. So go, connect to server, connect. Come on. Okay. Yes, but I would like also to see the content. Here it is. Courses, exam Coletti Paolo. Okay. These are all operations that you can do before the start of the exam, so connect to the server, etc. Oh, and now I see here that I have a double extension. In order to avoid that the professor becomes particularly upset, I delete one of the two extensions as soon as the computer let me do it. The Mac is stuck. The next person that tells me that the Mac never stacks, I will make her see this video 100 times. Okay, anyway, once the thing is copied and once you fix here any double extension problem, you are over. It's still copying. Okay, I stop the video here.